Alright, so this video is going to be a little different. We're going to show you some shots, but we really wanted to focus more on showing you guys the experience of what it's like as Canadians touring and playing tournaments in the States. We want to show you how much it costs. We want to show you the struggles we go through.
Yep.
Just a more realistic version of what it's like to travel and play in tournaments.
So the first tournament is at Spring Valley Park in Kalamazoo. It was a 2.5 hour drive. So not too bad. We came the night before just so we didn't have to drive 2.5 hours to get here for 8:30. It is an all ladies event. We got breakfast in the morning, got a little cooler bag. It's been nice. They treat us good here.
Chantel's busy warming up, but I just wanted to show you guys how beautiful this course is. Look at this. Just love these kind of fairways. They're so nice. What do you think about it?
I'm winded.
Yeah, Chantel
No.
just walked up that giant hill.
I love this type of golf. It's like my favorite. Love it.
Dang.
Nice. Nice. Oh goodness. Let's see, which way do I want to go?
So tiny.
I know, like, no.
Do like pictures on it.
Hey, Kayla! Wowie. Buffalo sliders, we got salad, macaroni, we got cookies. They're melting. So, a very good way of saving money is when they provide you food.
Yeah.
Most tournaments I don't think provide lunch and breakfast, but they do here. A lot of the tournaments that are all ladies seem to provide breakfast and lunch.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I'm gonna eat this and it's gonna be delicious.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Got some mac and cheese, a little sandwich. Chantel got some strips, wedges, biscuit.
And some Chipotle ranch for the dipping. We made it here fine, but we needed a new car a while ago, but we could not find them because the prices of used cars are insane. May as well just buy a brand new one. So we were looking into that, but it was gonna take up to a year.
Yeah, 6
to get
months
to us?
to a year for our car to be shipped
Yeah,
to us. So,
so-
we were like, might as well try to fix up
Yeah.
the Cobalt.
We need it now. We're leaving next week.
Yeah.
So we fixed up the Cobalt, we did a couple things, everything was great, and then right when we were driving to Kalamazoo, after 2.5 hours of driving, the transmission just started having a hard time shifting.
Keeping up.
Yeah, it wasn't getting up to speed, it just sounded like it was having a hard time, so that is a
Scary.
no-go. Yeah,
Very scary.
we cannot travel across America with the car like that, so now that's another thing.
Kind of in a pickle.
That sucks, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get to these tournaments because I need to go, I want to go. Do you hear that?
Let's try it.
But We got 2 beds, yellow walls. Nothing but the best for my babe.
So normally breakfast tends to be the cheapest meal of the day, I would find. We either get it from the hotel, skip it entirely, or go to like somewhere that has a deal, like Denny's, that you show up at a certain time and you get like a $6 meal. I always forget how big the larges are here in America, but dang, this is a big iced coffee. Starting the day off, breakfast champions. Nothing fancy.
I wanted a burrito, but they didn't have any.
Definitely not that healthy, we are aware, but gotta do what you gotta do. Actually, if you guys have any suggestions on how we can eat healthier on the road, that'd be great.
I got a banana. That's what I'm gonna eat. The tournament here has donuts for us and water, and these are so good. This is like a lemon glazed one, so I'm having a donut before my round.
Everybody here is so nice, they're so sweet to you. That's so awesome.
They made me feel really welcome. They're really nice. I'm the only FPO. Yeah, I'm playing with the MPO. I didn't know that this was a rule, but I have to play with a pro division. So I thought they were gonna put me with the FA1 because we're playing the same layout. And there was only 3 of them, so that would have been a perfect card just for ladies. So I thought I was gonna be put with them, but I didn't know it was a rule that I had to play with the pros. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Filling up gas again. Do you understand liters or gallons? It's all very, very confusing.
That is Detroit. We are back in Canada.
It's so beautiful, peaceful.
All right, guys, we are back in Canada. We made it back safely.
The Cobalt made it home.
Yes. This is actually a couple days later. We got the car checked out, and they actually forgot to put in about a liter of transmission fluid. So, yeah, that's not good for the car, but it's driving great now, and looks like we are good for our future trips.
Yes, so we are leaving in a couple days to go to Madison, Wisconsin for our first Pro Tour event of this little tour season.
It's gonna be great.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, don't fall. All right, so before we jump into how much the weekend cost us, how were the tournament, Chantel?
Well, there was a lot going on. There was a lot on my mind. So I feel like I really couldn't get into the game, you know? So I played very mediocre. I didn't, and you know, it's funny because I feel like I was hitting a lot of really good putts, and like my drives were good for the majority of the weekend, but then I started early releasing everything and I wasn't sure why, and then reviewing the footage, I wasn't doing my full reach back, so I just wasn't feeling all in.
Look at this boat. Look how big that is.
The big waves are gonna come in.
Oh yeah, Alright, we gotta hurry.
So overall, I feel like I was playing decent, but my rating just got like destroyed. For the second tournament on Sunday, like I was playing with the MPO field because I was the only FPO, and I just feel like the rating seemed really low for the weekend. I don't know. Yeah, so that's really sad, but we're moving on. So now we are gonna go over all of the expenses that we paid for throughout this weekend to see what it costs to, as a Canadian, to go over to America and play a couple tournaments throughout a weekend.
Yeah. Alright, so we ended up getting 2 hotel rooms. The first one ended up being $102.12 Canadian. So after conversion and everything like that, so that's quite expensive. And then the second one is $107.43.
Yeah, so that right there, over 200 bucks on just basically sleeping in a hotel. If you can cut that cost, like that is the biggest expense that we are currently facing every time we go play tournaments.
And these are not nice hotels. They're like $60 hotels or something like that. And then after tax, and then once you convert it into Canadian, so
it gets very expensive for not very nice hotels.
And then another expense is traveling over the tunnel. So there and back, it's $6.50 each, roughly. And I actually use an app, so I get it cheaper. So it actually costs $12.37 Canadian.
Nice. For both there and back?
For there and back, yes.
So we started going to the States almost every weekend. So that is another cost that kind of adds up pretty quickly, like when you're going every single weekend. So I guess we're just gonna have to become American.
All right, we're gonna lump together all the food. So it ended up being, what did you say?
$48.88.
Which really isn't bad for 2 people for, what is that, 3 days?
That was like 2.5 days, but we also got lucky because I was able to have breakfast and lunch at the tournament, which usually does not happen for most tournaments, but some of the ladies' tournaments, they do include that in like your tournament fee. So that was really nice. It helped us out because I feel like we would have paid almost double.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
definitely skip some meals.
And we also were trying to spend less. So like we were hungry late at night before bedtime after the long day, and we were looking what we could eat, and we just ended up going to a gas station and getting some crackers and cheese and like a little cookie thing for like a little snack before bedtime. So that was really cheap. I think we only spent like $3.
Yeah, and the final expense was gas. So when we were in the States, we were able to fill up for $81.02 after the conversion back into Canadian. We did get some snacks, to be fair, but that was only about $5 worth. Okay, the battery died, so now we're home.
Whose fault was that?
Definitely not mine.
Another large expense is the actual tournament fees itself. So I spent $83.40 US on the one, which is $111 Canadian. And then the other tournament was $60 US, which is 81 Canadian dollars. So it can get pretty expensive. These ones actually were cheaper. Yeah. If you're going on like a pro tour event, those are like 200 and above US dollars. Yeah. So it gets very expensive. Luckily, Prodigy really helps me out with these expenses, but when you aren't sponsored, it is very costly. Like it adds up very quickly. So that is definitely something that you have to look into if you are considering doing this for a living.
For sure. Chantel's goal of hitting 15 tournaments this year would not be possible without a sponsor, essentially.
No, they are very helpful for that. So, and actually we're trying to hit 20.
Yeah, 20, sorry. Alright, so the grand total of everything is this, whatever this is. We don't know, we didn't do the math yet, but you guys know. So yeah, it is pretty expensive to travel. That's not even me playing, like that's only Chantel playing.
Yeah, sometimes Chris joins the tournament too, so it's like double the tournament fee.
But at least I get a player's pack because I play an amateur. So.
Yeah, you get some stuff out of it.
Yeah, I get something.
Okay, so that is a little bit of insight on what we spend on a weekend getaway to a bunch of tournaments. So hopefully this helps you in some way if you want to start doing this and gives you a little bit more information about it. But I'm so excited because we are leaving in 2 days.
Yes.
We are leaving in 2 days, going up to Wisconsin. You heard it again. And then we'll be Idlewild, and then we have something very exciting planned I'm so excited to share it with you guys.
It's gonna be huge.
Yes, so hopefully we can make it in the Cobalt.
We're gonna try our best.
It's basically brand new. We fixed everything that we could, so
We fixed so much.
we should be fine. So thank you all so much for joining, and we will see you in the next videos. Bye!